Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, February 19th, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We kind of had a mini correction today. We really weren't hurt at all, but it was a little disappointing. But you got to realize we came in today with 8 winning days in a row, and believe it or not, we had a 9th winning day, although it was kind of muted. What happened today? We had about $8,000 open trade equity on the close yesterday. We came in and I thought, wow, we're going to do really well today, because that $8,000 jumped up to $15,000 early on in the day. And I had predicted that the Dow was going to open lower and then go quite a bit higher. Well, that's the way it started out. And unfortunately, the thing just failed and went negative, and the Dow ended up closing down 89. So it was kind of a day that started high and went lower as the day went on. Unfortunately, so did our equity. But the good news is we still had profits by the time we got out. We ended up closing out over $6,000 in closed out trades. We are carrying a small negative in open trade, negative $1,700 going into tomorrow. But, you know, on balance, we still had a positive day, and that makes 9 days in a row. Hey, but, you know, I got a feeling, I just got a feeling that we're going to get socked here one of these days. I hope it's not going to be tomorrow. If we want to make that day 10 tomorrow, we got to overcome a negative open trade. But it's not that much negative, so if the market does go higher, maybe we can pull it off. Anyway, let's take a look at the chart. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones here, and you can see we've had this big run up, and today we really kind of made intraday highs for this latest big run that we've seen. Definitely broke out of this narrow sideways range we had yesterday. And as I say, this started with a lower opening, and then it started moving high. And that's exactly what I predicted was going to happen. What I didn't predict that was going to happen is that it would fail up here and come down and eventually close down 89 some points. I have this red line in here, and I won't go completely into this, but I consider this red line kind of significant in terms of resistance level. And interestingly enough, the market came down, just penetrated that line, and then ended up closing just above it. So what does that mean? Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't want to say. It doesn't mean the apocalypse is upon us at all. We could see it go through this line tomorrow, and it might bounce from there. I mean, who knows? I mean, don't ask me. I'm just a trader. Anyway, I'll show you just a couple of the trades we had today that were kind of interesting. We did have some decent trades today. If we hadn't had decent trades, we wouldn't have had a positive day, because there was a lot of kind of bad stuff happening, and we managed to survive that because of these good trades. This first one is in MEI. I don't know if I've talked about that. It's Methode Electronics and MEI, and this turned out to be a really good trade. We got this yesterday on this gap up, bought it 30 minutes into the market day. It kept going. We had some profits on the close, but then we had a really good follow through today, and in spite of the way that Dow was going, we really didn't have any problems with this market. When we got out of it here, we took out over $3,000. It kept going, and yeah, I know, we bought it again. So we're back in to MEI, and we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. I show you one more here. This is in SUNE, which is Sun Edison, and that is a solar. And again, you know, solars have just been really good. We bought this yesterday on this gap up. We got in, it moved very nicely, and we were holding some pretty decent profits on the close yesterday. Then it really gapped up this morning, and of course I would have loved to have just gotten out up here, but that's not our system. We hung on to it, and it went down, looked like it was probably going to nothing, and then it did rally. And when we got out here, that's not too bad of an exit. We got out with over $3,000 in Sun Edison, and after we got out, it really didn't go anywhere. So I think that exit was pretty good. Anyway, it was not a bad day for us, just not quite as good as I would have liked it to have been. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday.